Hey y'all, welcome back. We are doing a pick a card, and it is going to be, what do you need to let die? There are always things about us as we grow or ascend or whatever that aren't serving us anymore. So we need to let those things burn away. We need to let them die. And so this is going to kind of give us maybe some specifics on like what to focus on and some advice and stuff like that. So we have pile one, my super cool new selenite heart that I love so much. Pile two, amethyst obviously. And then pile three, straight up don't remember what this one is right now, but isn't it pretty? It'll be in the description, but I just can't think of the name right this second. So anyways, pick your pile, and we shall proceed. I'm gonna move this a little bit, just like that. Pile one. So I pulled a couple runes to kind of get a feel for like, well, what's the energy that you're in now, kind of thing. And I got Peritho sideways and Burkano sideways. So Burkano is like the rebirth. It is kind of a fresh start in a way, but it is sideways, meaning like it's not inverted. So it's not like the negative aspects of this rune, but it's just not fully flayed out. And then Pertho is all about like, it's undecided. It represents the cup for dice, like for gambling. And so it's not decided, it's left to chance. And the message in that is that it's your choice. You choose your fate, and own that kind of thing. But again, it's sideways. So like, then we shall see what the cards say. But that's a good starting point. So yeah, the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Wands, the King, the Prince of Pentacles reversed, and the World. So this card, the Three of Pentacles reversed, is like y'all are obsessive in a way, or a super perfectionist. You're super in the details, and it's holding you back. It's holding you back from this Burkano rebirth energy being like in its full upright position, and this Pertho being in full upright. Like, yeah, you get to choose. You get to choose your own destiny. Your perfectionism is holding you back. The Prince of Pentacles reversed too has to do with like getting way too stuck in the details. You have all the passion that you need, and you're going to have the victory. You're going to have the success. Like, it's going to work out. Get out of your own way. But yeah, so the thing that you need to let die is that perfectionist, like obsessive, like nitty gritty. You can't ever put a song out because it's just not perfect enough. And you can't ever like sell a painting because it's just not perfect enough. And you know what I'm saying? You can't ever stop working on your project at work because it's just not perfect enough. And it's like, you're getting in your own way. So ask my chakra oracle deck, like, I didn't know what really to ask. I was just like, what do they need to hear? And I got impasse. And the story with this card is you're going up a mountain, and suddenly the path that you're going to take, there's like rocks fell down and you can't go that way anymore. So you have to figure out a different way to go, and you still get there. You still get to the top of the mountain. Everything works out just fine. It's just like you had to change your plans. You had to take a different path. You had to roll with the punches. And that is something that you need to like embrace and accept and like really swallow and breathe in and incorporate into yourself. It's not going to be exactly right ever. It's not going to be perfect ever. You know what I mean? It's not going to be exactly the way you planned almost ever. That doesn't have to be a stumbling block. It doesn't have to like make you upset or fuck up your whole world or anything like that. If you just like adopt a new mentality. So then self-worth came out, and that makes a lot of sense. I think there is a lot of utility in that perfectionist mentality. So like, don't get me wrong, I do see the value. I think often it is driven by it's driven by like self-worth stuff or insecurity stuff. Like, you're worthy even if there's 300 flaws in your project. Like, that doesn't change a single thing about how amazing you are. That was like recently a big theme in my life. It was like everything suddenly I realized, I guess, that it was like, oh yeah, that the fact that wasn't perfect, or it didn't work out, or they didn't call me or whatever, it's like, oh, that's a direct reflection of my self-worth. And it isn't though. Like, we see it that way, and that's something that we have to change. It's something we have to let die, because it's not truth, and it's definitely not serving you. So work on some self-worth stuff. Also, it's based, both of these are orange, both of these are sacral chakra. So I would encourage you to meditate on your sacral chakra. So then, asked my, what's this called? Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, for like some messages from your guides. And we got basically a roadmap for what you need to do. So we got the Knight, be brave and honest. Stargazer, set your sights higher. And the Seer, see beyond the current situation. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So, be brave and honest. Are you perfect? You're not perfect as a person, but you're you, and so you're unique and valuable and I want to say majestic. Like, you're special all in yourself just because you're you. So stop trying for it to be perfect or for you to be perfect, because that's not even the most beautiful picture of you. The most beautiful picture of you is brave and honest. And Stargazer, set your sights higher. So Jordan Peterson, I don't know if y'all have heard of him. He is a psychologist. He's on YouTube a lot. He blew up from for some political stuff, but that's not why I love him. I love him for his talks, but he kind of has this thing where he says, set your sights on the highest good that you can imagine, and then go after it, and understand that you're gonna do it badly at first. You're gonna do it just as badly as you need to do it. But start stumbling towards that highest star, so to speak, and you will, that's the roadmap. That's the way to do it. So set your sights higher. When I first pulled that out, you may have been thinking you just told me to stop being a perfectionist. But it's not. It's stop looking at your feet and stop thinking about that dip in the road or that pothole or whatever. Just look up, just keep looking up, just keep your eye on the star, just keep reaching. And that is going to serve you well. Similar, see beyond the current situation, see the bigger picture, see beyond the impasse, the rocks in your path, that kind of stuff. And then be fearless and stand strong. You never have to compromise your vision. And you certainly never want to, if your perfectionism comes from fear, we don't need that kind of energy, right? That holds us back. But just because I'm saying, let go of that obsessive, perfectionist stuff, stand strong in your vision, though, and just be willing to fail in the effort to achieve it. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. Let me know, comment if you will. But share, stuff like that. We'll see y'all next time. Okay, pile 2. So the rune that I got for y'all's overall kind of current energy was Othala sideways. Othala is homeland. It's home, you know, feeling at home. It's the culmination of everything that you've ever learned. It's where your spirit guides kind of greet you. Maybe it's where your soul tribe is, stuff like that. But it's sideways. You guys are not feeling quite so at home. Like maybe you're feeling displaced, or like you just don't fit in the way that you used to and stuff like that. And the cards that we got, the Hierophant, Temperance, the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Three of Wands reversed. So I feel like y'all are operating within the system, whatever the system is. Is the system your job? Is the system about money? Is it about religion? Like, y'all have been operating in the system and complying to traditions and other people's expectations and the things that you were brought up in and stuff like that. And like, you're infinitely patient and you try to be really balanced. It's just that that's not serving you right now, because these traditions aren't serving you. Like, you don't feel whatever this card represents. Again, y'all know what it's about, kind of, but it's just not resonating with you right now. And you've been kind of patient, but that's not serving you right now. And y'all, both of these are wands. Like, it's not that you're not passionate about moving forward and all the kind of new things that you're learning about or you want to try, or whatever change happened within you. Like, you're passionate about it, but you're blocked. You're not feeling like you can move forward in it. And so that's the thing that you need to let die. You need to let your attachment to traditions, how patiently you've been trying to work within this system that doesn't work for you, and the whatever's blocking you here. Like, that's the thing that you need to let die, let burn away, let go of. So we got some chakra oracle deck cards to kind of I was just like, what do you have to say to pile two? Like, what's going to help them with this? And I got despondence. So in the story, this lady she's just not having a good time. She's just kind of checked out, depressed. And her like spirit mother, whatever, is like, okay, well, like, take a shower, eat a sandwich, stuff like that, brush your hair. And she does, but she's still just like, meh, you know, checked out. And then something happens, there's like a neighborhood fire, and lady realizes kid's in danger, and she rushes out to save the kid, and it, like, that moment of action snapped her awake. I feel like for you guys right now, this card is saying snap out of it. Like, break out of the box, burn the box. The box isn't where you're gonna feel at home anymore. Then I got enlightenment. So I do think, like, whatever it's about, career shift, you want to try this whole hacking abundance, letting energy flow like money flow like energy, that, or like you had some kind of breakthrough on your religious views, or like whatever it is, something shifted in you, and you need to go with that and start living in that truth. And that might be bittersweet, like it probably will be. it sucks to let things go. And it sucks that sometimes when you let things go and you let a way that you were go, you have to let people go too. That's not fun, but like, it's for the best. Nothing is, the only certainty is the impermanence of all life. So I got another oracle deck here. Angels and ancestors, love this one. But I was just like, your guides, what kind of advice and stuff do they have for you? Release the old and rest. So again, it's saying like, let it go. They know that you don't want to, but you need to. Make plans and focus. So whatever this new thing is, it's definitely calling you to have not a hasty jump towards it. Like, if you've been feeling stuck and you decide that you're gonna go after a thing and make a bunch of changes, sometimes we do that without like all the way planning. It's a little like rash, and it's saying, they're saying like that ain't the energy you want to be in. You do want to think about it and take your time and make plans and focus and kind of make sure to trust the process and let things happen in the timing that they're supposed to. And also you need to surround yourself with protective energy. My kind of gut feeling is like, if there's going to be some people that are upset by the changes that you're making, if they're upset, they're throwing negative energy at you, and you just need to take some measures, maybe wear some like an obsidian necklace, something like that, to kind of ward off negative energies. But that's all I'm seeing for y'all. I appreciate you joining me. If you will, leave me a comment, but like, share, fun stuff like that, and I hope to see y'all again next time. All right, pile 3. So I pulled a rune to kind of get your like an overall energy for where you currently are, and I'm holding that wrong. I got Uruz in reverse though, like this. So this is stubborn energy. It's stuck energy. It's stagnant energy, and it's forceful. Like upright, this is one of the most forceful runes that there is, and it's like that force of a woman while in labor, like that raw primal force or whatever, but in reverse it's like that same force, but like with digging your heels in though. So that's where you guys are. So let's do some cards. So we got the Prince of Cups, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Five of Cups reversed. Noticing a theme yet? And the Ace of Cups reversed. So I feel like you guys are struggling. I feel like emotionally this is not a fun time. And I'm sorry for that. That blows. So the Prince of Cups is he's like gentlemanly and wants to negotiate, and I feel like this message wants to negotiate with you to get you to make a change and let these things die and burn away that need to. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups, it's just like emotionally overwhelmed. You're reliving some sort of painful memory or like bittersweet memory, but it feels very emotionally overwhelmed and stuck in the past. The Five of Cups reversed, it's like stuck in this grief. And with the Ace of Cups, like it's definitely not having a good time emotionally, maybe not taking care of yourself emotionally, maybe pouring into other people, fruitlessly, wasting time, wasting energy. The message in the book for this card when it's reversed is turn your grief, use the energy of your grief to move you forward. Use your grief for good, which is like a hard thing, I think, when you're in the throes of it to get yourself on board with. So something happened, y'all are not okay, and you're kind of sitting in that not okay place, and the cards are saying like it's time, or it would be best for you if you would choose to actively move on, even if that's hard to do. Whenever, like for me, whenever I'm being stubborn and digging my heels in about something that is emotional and hurts, like it doesn't feel that way. It does not feel like I'm doing that on purpose and that I'm trying to stay stuck. Like, why would I do that? But I have a hard time letting go. So I do that sometimes. But it definitely, we have a new moon. The Leo new moon is coming on Monday, and it's a great time for like new beginnings and new starts. And what if I told you you have to spend a whole nother month feeling as shitty as you feel right now, unless you take some steps, like really try to not think about this stuff and really try to upright your emotional ship. And then, so the first card that came out from my Oracle Chakra deck was Faith. And like, you're not alone. And you need to pray. Maybe you need to do something spiritual, lean on your spirit guides, lean on your friends, something like that. But like, you don't have to get your boat upright all by yourself. Like, you have help and you're not alone. And then I wanted like a couple more cards, and they took a while to come out. But these are the ones that did. So, victim and complacency. This is what you want to get out of or stay away from. Like, maybe this is the next step down the rabbit hole of despair, or maybe you're already here. But like, this victim mentality, like maybe somebody did fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it is 100% their fault, but like, is focusing on that like doing you any good? Don't see yourself as a victim. Don't see yourself as powerless. See yourself as responsible for getting you where you want to be and powerful enough to do it. And then complacency, like lethargic, like nothing matters. Just kind of like quiet despair is what this feels like to me. No, because you're a fighter. Because I know it hurts, but you'll fight your way back up out of that pit and do amazing things. So got some messages from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, some like advice type stuff. So embrace the energy of peace. If you're still like with or sharing the same energy with the person that hurt you or like caused you this emotional distress, yes, embrace the energy of peace. That does not mean that you have to like accept their behavior or, you know, keep being around them or anything like that. It can be like, yeah, I'm gonna have peace because I ain't gonna talk to you anymore, that kind of thing, if it's toxic, so y'all know. And then Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, and Direction Guardian, choose your path. So this card is all about like, it genuinely doesn't matter what you choose. There's no right answer. It's just choose one. They're all gonna have better things on the other side and 3 steps in. Like, it's going to keep getting better with every step you take, but you just have to pick one direction and don't stress about it because it doesn't matter. They all have happy endings. Maybe I'm going to read this Medicine Mother. Okay. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this Medicine Mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost, and she knows what it's like to suffer and want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. This Medicine Mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. This is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and your guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. So, like, dang, that kind of just tied it all together with a pretty little bow. So I hope that helps, and I hope that y'all kind of take that, and I hope that you feel better soon. But thanks for joining me. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and if you will, leave me a comment because I'd love to know what you think. But thanks, y'all. See you next time.